Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do some 3-2-1 ribs. I'm going to walk you through that and show you how I do mine. It's super cold out there today, probably 32. What you're going to need is French's yellow mustard, and this is my go-to rub for just about everything. It's brown sugar bourbon rub, super good. I'm going to get the mustard brine on, and we'll get this done and I'll show you what it looks like. This is a really big rack of ribs. This is how you want to coat your mustard. You're not going to taste your mustard in the cook. It's just a brine to hold the dry rub on good. So I'll get that. I'm going to step it up and get both sides done, and I'll get back and I'll show you our ending product. I'm trying to get the meat to come to room temperature before I throw it on the grill. Dinner's got to be done about 7, so that's why I'm starting at about 1 o'clock. You don't really have to worry about temperature wise, a thermometer when you do ribs. The 6-hour cook that it takes to do these, it will be done good enough. But I'll get these on. I'll show you the final on this. Alright, so this is what your final is going to look like. That's about how much you use on a rack of ribs. This is a really big, huge rack of ribs here. Tin foil, it's kind of become my best friend during all my cooks. It's cheap, it's easy to use, and it helps keep the mess down. I just use a cookie sheet, then I take it and throw it on the grill. We're going to go fire up the grill. It's 12:30, so we got a little time here to get things prepped and in order to get it ready. Like I said, I want it on the grill. I use my phone as a timer. I'll set the alarm clock for 3 hours. At the 3-hour mark, we'll bring it in and show you the next steps on it, and bump the heat to 225 and back on for 2 more hours. So we'll see you back here in just a little bit. Okay, so we got ahead and got our ribs on. It's just on smoke setting, 3 hours. I use the competition blend pellets at Walmart. They're cheap, they do great. You don't have to have Traeger pellets. The competition blend is just fine, and it brings out a great flavor in my opinion. But we're going to shut this down and close it up. You don't want to come and check on them, you don't want to disturb them, you just want to leave them closed down for the 3 hours. We'll come back in 3 hours and I'll show you where we're at and our next step. So this is where we're at our 3-hour mark. So what I like to do is I like to put butter down underneath on my tin foil, then brown sugar and honey. Now I'm going to put a little butter, brown sugar, and honey on top of this. Wrap it back up. I bump the heat to 225, and it'll go back on for 2 hours. I'll get back with you guys when I get this wrapped up. Now you don't have to do this, but this just gives it a nice sweet flavor on here. And this is how I like to do it. So we'll put it back on, we'll wrap it up and put it back on for 225 for 2 hours. Alright, we'll come back. Alright, there you go. It's all wrapped just nice and tight. Keep that heat in. Walk away with it, leave it alone for 2 hours and come back. Alright guys, so I wanted to show you how much juice came out of this. A lot. Now we're going to cover it in barbecue sauce and throw it back on the grill for another hour. You leave the temp at 225. And I'll show you this when I get her done. It smells amazing. Alright, so it's so tender that the bones are just falling right out of this thing. But that's how you kind of want it, and you want it to smoke until the barbecue sauce is caramelized up, and it will caramelize up. I used brown sugar or honey brown sugar, just the sweet value stuff. We'll come back in just about an hour and we'll cut it and eat it. Now it smells really good. I wanted to show you guys just how much juice we got in that, out of that. Now the juice, you can go ahead and freeze it and save it. If you want to make a gravy or something out of it, you can. Like I said, the bones were so tender they were falling apart. Got our pan ready to go, and we'll see you back here in just about an hour. Alright, so we're just about done. I shut it off to let her rest. So we'll get her inside and cut into it and eat it. Looks and smells awesome. Might be a challenge to get it off the grill. Okay, this is how our ribs turned out at the very end. The weather's a little cold, but we'll see that. They smell good, they look good. I'm ready to eat. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.